Welcome to Definitely Not Funny. Actually, the least funny person I know. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Definitely Not Funny. I am your host, Jackie Norris, and today I am so tired. I am so sleepy right now. It's 8:45 p.m. on Tuesday, September 5th, and I went to the Hamptons this past weekend with my family for Labor Day weekend. It was really fun. Just such a good time. I had a wholesome time, but also went out a little bit. Best of both worlds. Saw some friends, made some friends. Really was on a roll. But I'm exhausted. I am so fucking tired. And every time I get back to the city from being out of town, my body's like, whoa, this place is crazy. And I believe that's true. So I had a tired, sleepy day today. I mean, I obviously, whatever, went to work, went to the gym, did all my things, but it was a slow one. I moved slowly. I was operating at a slow pace. So I wanted to do, and as you can probably tell, I mean, I try to post my episodes on Tuesdays, ideally have it live Tuesday morning, but it's currently Tuesday evening and I'm recording this. So hopefully to have it up still on Tuesday. But I haven't had the most productive time in the past few days. I mean, obviously I was on vacation, but I wanted to talk about I want to have a really productive day tomorrow. And so my kind of tips for time management, having a productive day, what I do to really be on top of things. I think when I'm operating at my highly productive level, I am astonished by what I can accomplish in a day. I actually think it's very impressive, and I think I've worked very hard on how to be as productive as possible and get as much done as efficiently as possible, if that makes sense, and make the best use of my time. I do really pride myself in that. Obviously, I'm still terrible at it. I mean, I'm literally so late to recording this episode, example one. And I slept through my alarm this morning and I spent an hour on TikTok. But other than all those things, I actually do pride myself in being really good at productivity and time management. So I wanted to go through the 6 steps I came up with for how to have a productive day. So yeah, we'll just hop right into it again, because I don't want to waste your time, because I want you to be productive. But this is entertainment. It's fun. It's lighthearted. All right. Step 1. A good morning starts the night before. I heard that somewhere. I don't know where I heard that or read that, but that made a huge difference to me. If you want to have a productive morning and a productive day, that starts at 8 p.m. the night before, and everything you do leading up to going to bed. And making sure you go to bed on time, get your things done, sort of wind down, or able to fall asleep, etc. So I'm not going to go into a full nightly routine, but I like to work backwards. So I need 9 hours of sleep a night, which is absolutely bananas. That is so much fucking sleep. But my body needs 9 hours of sleep, and otherwise it will take it in the morning if I don't give it to it. So I have to be in bed by 9:30. in order for me to wake up at 6:30. So that means that my winding down starts at 8:45, which is literally right now, which is why I'm so I feel very zen and cozy right now, because my brain is okay, it's time to wind down, time to get ready for bed. So that's I've realized that the night before impacts my morning so much. And that, I don't know if this is an as I got older thing. That wasn't the case for me in college. In college, I could literally do whatever the fuck I wanted until 2 a.m. And I could wake up at 8 a.m. the next day and have myself a great day. Absolutely no problem. As I have progressed in life, I need more sleep. I need a lot more sleep, and I need to be chill the night before. I can't be crazy all over the place. You know what I mean? Anyways. A good morning starts the night before, and that also comes with planning your day the night before. So the next few steps go into how I plan out my day the night before. So I've just planned out my day for tomorrow, and I will use that as an example. So first thing is to be realistic. Be realistic with what you can accomplish. And for me, I always like, there's things I want to accomplish and I want to get so much stuff done. Like I could give you a list of like 10 things I want to do tomorrow that I want to get done. But I can't. I physically cannot do all 10 of those things. So I'm not going to create a to-do list of 10 things that tomorrow I wake up and look at and think, what the fuck? How am I going to get all these 10 things done? Because then the problem is, let's say I only get 4 of the 10 things done. I feel like I completely failed and I feel like I'm behind and I feel discouraged, and it's like all about perspective. So what I do, I actually had a therapist recommend this to me, is to set 3 goals beyond your like normal tasks. So set like three to-do items. That's the good number for me. It might be different for you. It may be 1 for you. It may be 8 for you. For me, it's 3. And I typically set 3 goals, but expect to really only get like 2 done. If I would say probably 60% of the time I get 3 done. So 40% of the time I only get done like 1 or 2. And that's okay, because only accomplishing like 2 of them doesn't feel like a huge failure, if that makes sense. But, and it's crazy that these things would even feel like a failure because they're just to-do items for yourself. But you know what? We're hard on ourselves. It can be difficult. But setting 3 goals is good because you can usually map that out in your day and get that done. And it's still realistic, but it still feels like an accomplishment and you're still working your way like through your list. So that's huge. And then step 3 is to block your calendar. So if you have 3 goals, your 3 other goals, you need to make sure you have time in your calendar to do them. So you have to think about like realistically, do I have time for each of these things? And like, let's say each one of your goals is going to take an hour and a half. You might not have time to do all 3 of those. So you might have to just pick 1 or 2 of those tasks and then pick a third task that's going to only take you 20 minutes. So that's what I did for tomorrow. So for example, my plan for tomorrow, I have gym and work, and those are 2 things that like I do every day. So they don't count as my extraneous goals and tasks. Those are just like, I do those every day and I get a gold star for doing those. And if I can go through the day and I only get those 2 things done, that was a win. That was a win. If I get 1 of them done, pretty good. Like, still, really, I think a big part about productivity and time management is adjusting your expectations and adjusting your expectations for yourself and not expecting yourself to be able to get so much done and to like overachieve like nobody's goddamn business. It's really about like, okay, like these are the things I can get done. These are the things I have capacity for. And sometimes, you know what, I have to give myself a little bit of grace because I can't get this done. So anyways, gym and my job tomorrow. Then I have therapy. I'm meeting with a new therapist because I moved to New York. I had to get a new therapist. So I'm meeting with a new therapist for the first time tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. That's one of my 3 to-dos. Next, I have to get groceries. I like have to. I hate getting groceries here because it's not like when I lived in LA, like you get groceries, like you're driving home from work and you're like, oh, like I'll stop and grab some groceries and like pick them up, put them in my car and drive back home. And it's like really, really not a big deal. Here it's like, it is like an hour-long activity and you can't be like coming from somewhere else because I can't have a bag on me because I need my empty bag plus the 2 bags that they're going to give me to carry all my groceries back. It's out of the way. It's like, if it's too hot, you don't want to go. Like if it's raining, you don't want to go. Like it's not easy. Okay. Call me a whiny baby, but I feel like a hunter-gatherer and it's not easy. So groceries are tomorrow. And then lastly, I need to switch my mailing address. I haven't done that. All my mail is still going to California. So I have to switch my mailing address and switch my like residency to show that I now live in New York. So those are my 3 goals for tomorrow. So here's how I've mapped it out. I looked at my calendar, like, can I do that? So in the morning I have the gym blocked. So I block it off on my calendar. So I blocked off like an hour and a half for the gym. And then I blocked off like the whole day for work. But then and I blocked off time in between the gym and work to like get ready and as travel time. I blocked off during my lunch break at work time to switch my mailing address because that's only going to take me, there's no way that takes me more than 30 minutes. Like If that does, then that's a problem with the system. That's not a problem with me. Then I have, when I get back from work, allowed for travel time to get home from work. Then I have my therapy appointment. And then afterwards, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's. And then after that, I have some free time, which is really nice. We'll see how I'm feeling. I might go out and see a friend, or I might clean my room, which really needs to happen. And we'll see. Like, we'll see how I'm feeling, what I feel up to. If I don't get my room cleaned tomorrow, that's okay, because I've accepted that the day before, that like my room might not get perfectly clean tomorrow, because frankly, looking at my schedule, I don't really have time to get my room perfectly clean tomorrow, because I do have tentative plans with a friend, and all the other time is used up doing these other tasks that I am presently deeming more important than cleaning my room, which I think they are. Before I get off the calendar thing, I wanted to add in a little note on calendars. If you don't have a calendar, you should get one. Use them. That's my note on calendars. Use them. They're amazing. I mean, I've used calendars when I was growing up. My family lived and died by the Google Calendar. You don't understand. And I have adopted the Google Calendar. I probably adopted it in like high school. I have like a planner. I got like, it's back to school time. Go get a planner. Go get a planner for like whatever, 2023, 2024 school year. And it's perfect. Your dates will line up perfectly. And I use that to write down my list. But using the calendars, back to my calendar point, so important. I have friends who are like, oh, like, sorry, I can't hang out. I have a dinner. Like if I have plans with a friend and then the day of, they're like, oh my God, I totally forgot I have a dinner scheduled. Like, can we reschedule? I'm like, how did you not fucking know this? Like, put it in your calendar. Put the dinner in your calendar. And then when I ask, can you do Thursday night? Then you look at your calendar and you say, no, I can't do Thursday night because I have a dinner. Like, be an adult. Have a calendar. Use a calendar. It baffles me that there's people who can some people can do it. Like, some people are like, I don't need a calendar. I remember everything. Like, I know what I'm doing. You don't. And if you want to be really good at time management, use a calendar, because you can plan out weeks in advance. It's amazing. Okay. Step 4. This is a crucial step. This is a step I am atrociously bad at. Like, really, really fucking bad at. But it is incredibly important for your entire day that you accomplish this step. You have to wake up to your alarm. Your alarm is set as this is when the day starts. This is when the checklist starts. This is when the calendar block starts. You've got to wake up to your alarm. If you don't wake up to your alarm, it really throws off your day. I did not wake up. For a case study, I did not wake up to my alarm this morning. It totally threw off my day. I wanted to get groceries after work today, but I couldn't because this morning I slept through my workout, and so I had to do my workout after work today during the time in which I would have gotten groceries. So it completely demolished one of my tasks, and now I got to get the groceries tomorrow, as I've already discussed. But you got to wake up to your alarm. I don't know. I haven't cracked the code on that one. So if someone has tips for me, let me know. I've got like this fancy alarm clock, which I actually really, really like, but I managed to snooze through the whole thing and like turn it off in my sleep. So, and it's not even near my bed. Like, it's on the other side of the room. It's a whole thing. Whatever. Wake up to your alarm. I noticed your day goes a lot better, but that goes back to the night before. So for me, it's like, if I don't get my 9 hours of sleep, like, my body will take it in the morning. It won't let me wake up before I've gotten those 9 hours. So the night before, I really got to plan out, like, fuck, I need my 9 hours. I'm going to have to go to bed the night before at a reasonable time. And I also should start adjusting expectations where if I have a late night, not start the next day so early and know that I'm probably going to sleep in. So maybe that's a good thing for me, is to like adjust my expectations and my timeline of a day based on the night I'm going to have before. Ooh, fun fact. Okay. 5, create a list to cross things off. So I said I use this planner that I got from like Target. It's like a back to school planner. And each day I write down the things. Again, I like to manually cross them off. Even if it's just a notes app in your phone and you check it off with like a little emoji at the end of it, I think having a list where it's written down, where you can see it, and where you can physically cross it off is so rewarding. It's so nice. It makes such a difference. And it's like a good pat on the back, like good work. You feel like you really accomplished something when you get to cross it off. It's nice. Okay. Last thing. Number 6, be kind to yourself. If you like, if you sleep through your alarm, or something comes up at work and you have to stay an hour late so you can't go get your groceries, or I don't know, you forget to do one of your tasks, or you get caught up talking to a friend on the phone and so you can't get something else done and you totally forgot and you moved, or you're feeling tired and you don't feel well and you just want to lie down. Like, be kind to yourself. That's okay. You don't need to get everything done. And that, I think, has been one of the biggest lessons for me in productivity is if I before, and I still do this, where like if I don't accomplish everything, I kind of beat myself up and I'm like, ugh, why are you so lazy? Why are you so like, you're not able to do things? Why do you sleep through your alarm? Like, whatever, kind of like bullying myself in hopes that if I bully myself enough, it will like convince me to do better. But it doesn't work like that. Bullying yourself has never worked. And this is supposed to be a positive thing that's helping you. It's not supposed to be something that's like a burden that you could criticize yourself for. So I think you have to really be careful, and in being cruel, like, be careful about being cruel to yourself. Like, you want to give yourself the grace, give yourself the space you need, and be like, okay, it's not going to be perfect. This won't be perfect. I'm going to try my best, and we're going to see how much I can get done. And like I said, like, if I can get 2 of the 3 things done in addition to like my standard tasks, that's a huge deal for me. Huge deal. And that's such a win. So be like, today, what were my to-dos? Oh, I had to cancel my car insurance and I had to record this podcast and I wanted to get groceries. That was the third one. I didn't get the groceries done, but I'm recording the podcast and I canceled my car insurance. So I'm stoked because I got 2 of my 3 things done. And if I got to push the groceries to tomorrow, I push the groceries to tomorrow. Oh, sorry, that was a tongue twister. I pushed the groceries. How do you, Jesus Christ, I don't even know how to say it. Push the groceries. Oh my God. Okay. I push those tomorrow. Okay. Well, those are my quick little tricks of the trade, tips for being productive. I'm excited to have a little productive week. Get some things done, get moving. And right now it's time for me to go to bed because, as step 1 says, a good morning starts the night before, and it's 9 p.m. So my little head needs to be on the pillow in 27 minutes. It's 9:03. Okay. All right. Good night, you guys. You rock. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Did you laugh? I didn't.